What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Tradders channel. Ollie here. Today, we're going to be predicting the F1 2023 calendar year. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do it as quickly as possible because I don't really want to keep you guys here for too long. Obviously, guys, I'm going to start doing some different content, maybe some live stream highlights. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tradders Live, and the top link in the description. It'll be a lot of fun. I've announced that now. Kinda, but yeah, look, YouTube, I want to come back to YouTube, but it's very hard to grow your live stream here. But anyway, let's get started immediately with the F1 calendar for 2023. The first race, Bahrain, very excited. I reckon for Bahrain, Lewis Hamilton will win, and then Max will win the Saudi Arabia GP, and therefore we got kind of this championship battle kind of brewing. But, you know, Australia, I reckon it'll be a really big battle between those two once again, although, of course, Lewis will come out on top. Big Lewis fan over here, guys. And then Australia, the only thing I can really predict for that, because I want that to be a battle, it will be a Oscar Piastri top 5 finish. Honestly, welcome to Australia, mate. We absolutely love you here. Azerbaijan GP. Azerbaijan's a very scary track, in my opinion. No China GP, so I just go straight to Azerbaijan for round four. Yeah, round 4. But I reckon we'll say Charles Leclerc will win the Azerbaijan GP. Therefore, we have like that third kind of guy coming into the championship battle, and I reckon that's a good call. Miami, I reckon Max will win Miami. He was fairly dominant there last year, and I reckon he could definitely pull something together nicely and get his third Miami Grand Prix win. Emilia-Romagna. This is one of my favorite tracks of the entire year. I really enjoyed it, but I will say there's a chance that it's a wet race. So let's go. Ooh. There's a chance that it's a wet race. So we could call for chaos, but I reckon let's bring George Russell into the mix for the championship. George Russell will win Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Monaco is a very, very awesome race. It's got a lot of money behind it. The broadcast is generally pretty bad around Monaco, but we'll discuss that in a video when we get closer towards it. But I reckon Lando Norris will pull through with his very first victory around Monaco. That's what I hope. Now, for Spain, I hope both the Spaniards have good races, as always. The only home race I don't want him to do well is the Max Verstappen. I'm not a Max Verstappen fan, I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, so, you know, that's the only thing I can say. But I reckon Carlos Sainz will win the Spanish Grand Prix, his second GP win, and therefore he's kind of getting himself into the mix with the championship. Canada could be a wet race, a bit like last year, so we'll say Fernando Alonso will win the race this year because he had some pretty fortunate luck and some really skill in the wet weather last year. So let's say that Lance Stroll will get a top 8 finish and Fernando Alonso will win the race in his trusty... Who's he racing for this year? For the Belgium GP, I reckon that Alex Albon will have a top 10 spot along with Logan Sargent. It'll just be a Williams weekend. It'll be a wet race. Lewis will win this one, and then Max will win the Netherlands GP. Don't really want to talk about the Netherlands GP. We'll go to Monza. Charles Leclerc win along with Carlos Sainz second place. A 1-2 for Ferrari. That would be pretty awesome. Singapore, the Singapore GP. Lewis will win. The Japanese GP, Yuki Tsunoda, will win the race. Yuki will win. All right, and also for Qatar, we will probably let's say Lando Norris will win the Qatar Grand Prix. I'm kind of being hopeful here with a couple different race winners, but the USA, Logan Sargent, will once again get a top 10 finish, and that one will be won by Mr. Checo, and so will Mexico. Back-to-back wins this time this year. Therefore, the championship's pretty close, with Lewis winning, then Checo, then Max, and they're pretty even on points from my mathematics, although that's not, overly accurate. The Brazilian Grand Prix will be won by Mr. Lewis Hamilton himself, and then for Las Vegas, who will win first? Who will win the first race in Vegas? Ooh. Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly will win Vegas. I don't really know how. I don't know how that will happen, but that's my prediction. And then finally, for Abu Dhabi, we will have Lewis Hamilton will win and he'll round out the championship. Now, if you guys notice, I don't think I said a George Russell win this entire year. personally, I feel like this year's not the year for George Russell, Mr. George Russell himself. And I could be wrong, and I probably will be. But let's hope I get at least one of these predictions right, and we'll obviously react to this, or just see what I got right and see what I got wrong at the end of the year. So make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.